by Super Eagles selection. 9, 10 players are not going to play. So why can't he be among the players that can't play?
They say don't judge a book by its cover. But from the minute I saw this brother wear a short-sleeved jean jacket on top of his jean trousers, like he drives Okada in his spare time, I should have known what kind of rubbish BS9 was on. When you ask this person a question and he's talking about Ahmed Musa campaigning for election, Ahmed Musa 2026, whatever, all the things I say, I don't understand.
Super Eagles head coach Eric Schell has released a provisional 40-man squad list for the World Cup Qualifiers. And while this includes a lot of notable names, one in particular that has stood out is the inclusion of Ahmed Musa, which has, of course, caused a lot of controversy, with some debating whether he's needed in the squad or not. So welcome to Crossfire, brought to you by Life Scholars. I am Jimmy Anishilowo, and I'm here with Tunde and Tosin to discuss whether Ahmed Musa's inclusion in the squad list is necessary for the Super Eagles. So, Tunde, do you think that Ahmed Musa's presence is necessary in that Super Eagles squad? Why are you laughing for? Let me lie.
I mean, I feel like some questions automatically answer themselves. Ahmed Musa's presence in the Super Eagles in 2025. I mean, I don't want to talk down on this man's career because he has done a lot for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and he's only 32. So in football terms, like, he should still be able to contribute. But when you look at his last few years as a Super Eagle, his last few years even at club football, there is clearly is a case of thank you for everything you've done, but there's clearly nothing left. This man is a true patriot. Yes, he has given everything, but there's nothing left to give now. I don't know why we keep forcing this. And if after the kind of year that we had last year as the Super Eagles, horrible year, losing World Cup qualifying games, failing to beat teams that we should beat in the AFCON qualifying games, and we decide that with the new manager, Ahmed Musa is the next solution for us. In 2025, I have to specify. And it's crazy to me. Like, on what basis? I admit that, yes, this is a provisional squad. But even that, what is he providing to be part of this provisional squad? He plays for Kano Pillars now. 6 goals, 2 assists in 17 NPFL games. Is that a glistening resume for a Super Eagles invitee? Like, if you play for Kano Pillars, I cannot even do double-digit goals and assists. Like, what are we talking about? Look, it's over. It's been over. It's been done for a long time. We've had this argument time and time again. I'm even tired at this point because I expected that the money that they paid to would have finished by now. But it is clearly a rolling subscription.
What kind of accusations are you trying to make?
Which accusation? It's you that you are saying accusation. I have known Tosin before you knew that this is what you want to do with your life. When I first knew Tosin, you were still trying to figure it out. You are choosing first choice university, second choice polytechnic. So when I tell you for a fact that Tosin is out here hustling on this show, you are arguing with me. Let me let you know something. Look, at the end of the day, I've said it before and I'll say it again on this show. Ahmed Musa has not scored a goal for Nigeria since 2021. That was a penalty against Liberia in the 3-0 win. His last non-penalty goal for Nigeria was in 2018 against Libya. What are we like? Why are we having this conversation? It's not a matter of, okay, even if he's not doing well for his clubs, but whenever it comes to the national team, he still has something to give. This man has nothing to give anymore. That should not be an insult. That should not be taken the wrong way, because he has given a lot. He was one of those wonder kids. He broke in quite young. He won the AFCON as a 20-year-old allegedly at the time, and was integral for that. He gave a lot of. This is a legend of the game. I don't want to disparage his name. So that's why they say, quit while you are ahead. Know when to leave. You either die as a hero or live long enough to become a villain. But even when you can't leave past the Finland, you will not be doing whatever Ahmed Musa is doing now. I don't know what else to say. So let me put it to you, sir. Alaji, please. I recognize your status as a true patriot. Sometimes learn to say no. If you did not lobby for this call up and it's Eric Shell himself that call you, tell him, bro, no. I've tried for this country. And if you are lobbying for these call-ups, stop. Keep this money. Reinvest it into the society. Like, the Super Eagles does not need Ahmed Musa anymore. He has given a lot. I'm going to stop there.
All right. So, Tosin, over to you. What do you think about Ahmed Musa's inclusion in the Super Eagles provisional squad?
It depends on what the World Cup means to you. What does the World Cup mean to you? What is the significance of the World Cup? These are questions we should ask.
Like a trick question.
These are questions we should ask. For some of us, it represents hope. For some of us, it represents unity. National unity, actually. And yes, I was the one that sat down on this show and in 2023 and said Nigeria was not going to qualify for the World Cup. And I still believe that Nigeria won't qualify for the World Cup. But if you look at the provisional squad, 14 names have been. Who on that team list have been to the World Cup? Apart from William Troost-Ekong, Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, and Ahmed Musa. That's 4 out of 40. They don't know the euphoria of the World Cup. They don't understand what it means to play at the World Cup. What it means to Nigeria, or let me rephrase that, what it means to Nigerian politicians to play at the World Cup.
This is where we are now.
And when you look at it from that perspective, you understand the urgency and desperation involved. When you play 4 games and you get 3 points from 4 games. 4 games, 3 points from 4 games. Which means you lose 1, you draw 3. There's a desperation accompanied into it. And given the fact that there is one thing that Nigerian politicians hold in high esteem, it is qualification for the World Cup. Go and ask the ones that qualified that went to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. Go and ask the ones that went to the 2018 World Cup in Russia. They will tell you their adventures. We can write magazines about it. We can do documentaries about it. But that's a separate story for another day. Because it's so important, they had to bring back someone who can explain to these young boys the amount of money that will go into the national budget for the World Cup. You don't know that they include a World Cup in the national budget. Yeah, these are the we are talking about high stakes affairs, like real time money. Like it's not the money they approve for local government for borehole. We are talking about like the kind of money that can change like 7 generations. So we are talking about a lot of money here. And they had to bring back Ahmed Musa to reintegrate and tell them what it means. And you will see in these upcoming qualifiers, they will play with a lot of effort against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. There will be a lot of effort, there will be a lot of desire, because they've gotten to the last ditch opportunity whereby they had to bring back Ahmed Musa to spark that ginger. And that is what Ahmed Musa can provide the national team. In terms of like, obviously he's older now, he's an older player, but he understands the patriotism needed to wear the green and white in Nigeria. Most of the players don't know. When you've never played in the World Cup, Nigeria didn't qualify for the 2022 World Cup now. When you have the mentality that we didn't qualify in 2022, nobody died now. But the politicians lost a lot of money. You want them to lose another money in 2026? We can't do that. And we can't have that. That is what is going to happen. But they don't know that yet. I know that. They don't know that yet. So for now, Ahmed Musa is the last ditch effort they can make. And that is why he's in the national team setup. It's as simple as that.
This your explanation, but back to you today. So now, even though you said that Ahmed Musa is not needed in the squad, he has been added. What do you think, as bad as it can be, what do you think he can bring to the squad?
Look, first of all, like they say, don't judge a book by its cover. But from the minute I saw this brother wear a short-sleeved jean jacket on top of his jean trousers, like he drives Okada in his spare time, I should have known what kind of rubbish BS that he was on. When you ask this person a question and he's talking about Ahmed Musa campaigning for election, Ahmed Musa 2026, whatever, all the things I say, I don't understand. What can Ahmed Musa bring to the team? I will specify it and put it this way. It will bring a lot of absolutely nothing to the team. There's nothing that Ahmed Musa has contributed to this team in a football perspective. He's not a playmaker. He's not a scorer. He's not as fast as he used to be anymore. I don't see it. If this entire angle is that Ahmed Musa should be in the team because he is a motivator or because he is Nigeria's all-time, World Cup appearance maker, lifetime achievement award, no problem. My own is, do you need a spot in the squad to do that? You don't need to be on the list. You can just be showing up with camp. It's Ahmed Musa. If Ahmed Musa shows up to a Super Eagles camp, they will let him enter. Yeah. So why waste a spot to come and be a cheerleader if you can just cheerlead without that's Tosin's entire argument that he knows what it means to be Nigerian. Good. Know it from this side. I not say you should not know it though. I not say you should not give us moral support though. Support us. Support us the same way me too I'm supporting. You see as me I'm supporting Nigeria. Did they have to add me to the squad list? When you check that provisional list, you see today young anyway there. But I'm supporting the squad, am I not? Ahmed Musa, you can support, you can cheerlead. The squad list is for players that can actually contribute on the pitch. We took this man to the African Cup of Nations against everybody's better judgment. We said it. Why is Ahmed Musa going to the AFCON? He reached ground. AFCON crucial moment. We could not bring Ahmed Musa on because all of his contribution did not pass. Go! You can do it! I don't know why we are reducing one of Nigeria's greatest ever footballers to a YouTube motivational page. But look, at the end of the day, I'll be very, very clever about Musa. I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't want to disparage him. He has given a lot to this country. Everybody has start date and expiration date. Literally everything that starts must end. There was a time Ahmed Musa was the first name on the Super Eagles squad list. There was a period of time where we don't even need to be, everybody selecting the team knows that you have to put Ahmed Musa. And it was based on merit. There was never a quota system or affirmative action thing. It was based on merit. It was our best attacker for long stretches. Those days are over. Now it's not capable, and that is not an insult. It is not capable of contributing to this team footballing wise. So it should not be on this squad list. Now that it's on the squad list, what it can bring is cheers, motivation, conversation. Because we are talking about him now, are we not? Before this squad list, who has spoken about Ahmed Musa in the last 9 months until this list was released? Why? Because 6 goals and 2 assists in the NPFL is not anything to talk about. That's what it is. So if the idea for including him in the squad list was to get people talking about him, you have done well. Great job. But if it's for footballing reasons, we are not. In fact, we should not qualify for the World Cup just for this rubbish. No, like some things just should not let the God of football know that you are not serious. God of football going to laugh you. You are 5th in a group of 6. You need to win every single one of your remaining games. But you added Ahmed Musa at 32 officially to the squad. Right. I don't know what else to say. Without sounding like I'm disrespecting him. I don't want to disrespect him.
All right. So back to you, Tosin. What do you think that Ahmed Musa can contribute to the squad?
Before I go into what he can do off the pitch, let's actually talk about what, because you keep bringing up his NPFL stats this season. Ahmed Musa is doing the Nigeria. Ahmed Musa is doing the NPFL a massive favor.
You was going to say that.
How so?
He's doing the NPFL a massive favor because, and that's just the simple truth. Some of us who actually have covered the NPFL for at least a decade before we actually raised our hands and left it, you understand, as what it is, which is a product that doesn't have a vision. When Ahmed Musa was a puppy, when he was a teenager, destroyed the NPFL, set a record of goals. So why will you be judging him? He started his career in the NPFL before he moved to Europe. He has done it, he has won the league, he has won the NPFL before he moved to Europe. So you think now that he's 32 years old, still in a bit of the prime of the later stages of the prime of his career at 32, you understand? He's aging. You think that him trying to he's born out of love. So don't judge him on what he's doing in the NPFL now, because he has already conquered the NPFL when he was 18, 19 before he left for Europe. He's just doing it to promote the league, even though the league is not going to get anywhere anyway, in my own opinion. And also, I remember very vividly when they appointed Fini the judge as head coach of the Super Eagles. You all were the same people that were with you. You were saying that they should give him a chance. Didn't you say it on this show?
What does that have to do with this?
Basically, so why are you now, someone like me that has always disparaged the NPFL since I came on this show, you now have to disparage the NPFL now? You now want to say, okay, what is it? The NPFL is not really 6 goals. He can still contribute.
How?
Thank you.
Now what's
It go better for you.
I asked you what you can
I'm tired of this dribbling.
First things first, when I'm coming on this show, starting from next week, I go dey carry belt come. Just put it in my side.
Wait to admit that you have not been wearing belt.
No.
All this,
Tosin, I asked you a question. I said, how do you see Ahmed Musa contributing to the Super Eagles, not to the NPFL, to the Super Eagles squad?
Let him go. He's going somewhere. Yeah.
I literally just told you that he can still contribute because he has done it in the past. He was basing his production based on what he's doing in the NPFL this season, and I told you that he has not even played in all the games in the NPFL this season because
17.
he has played 17 out of how many? They are already in close to 30. So he hasn't played in all the games because sometimes there are several games he has posted on that there is an NPFL game this week. He's meeting with the consulate in Saudi Arabia. I follow him very well on Instagram. So he's meeting with the consulate of Saudi Arabia, and there's an NPFL game. He's meeting with the governor of Bauchi presenting. So
Provisional behavior.
He plays in the NPFL, but he has other
side also.
You should actually punch him for now. He deserves this one.
The truth is this. Ahmed Musa is a benevolent man. A benevolent man. And given the part of in Lagos here, the worst things could have been done to you. But you know,
trending for the biggest show in the country.
But it is what it is. So you look at it from the fact that we know what he can do, and everybody on that roster, nobody in that roster, in that provisional squad can say, "Sir, I have scored a World Cup goal." Do you know who can say that? It's Ahmed Musa. He has done it before, and he can do it again. He has done it before and he can do it again.
That sounds like a gospel song.
He has done it before and he can do it again.
It's about like he's a religious figure.
No, I'm just telling you that if you want to talk about the cachet and delivering on the big stage, he has done it before, he can do it again.
Wait, so are you saying now that?
So that's the first point.
Okay. That's the first. I'm going home. That's the first point.
Let's say Nigeria went down a goal and they needed a winning goal. Can you bank on Ahmed Musa to produce that goal?
Where were you?
I'm saying correctly.
Where were you when 250 million Nigerians were close to tears?
I'm not talking about the past. Nobody is disputing Ahmed Musa's legacy.
Shut up!
He will slap you. He slapped the last host.
Because for all this thing, you know, maybe you just Google Eddie because you answer my question.
Okay. Can you please just give us small answer, cut small answer, give us so that we can close this.
You know what I'm baffled by? You know what I'm baffled by? It's the F1 trick. The F1 trick.
I should not have come to work today.
It's the F1 trick.
Am I not telling me to not?
I can't believe, but you know what? I won't let you sully the legacy of Ahmed Musa. I won't even let you tarnish his reputation. Because the disrespect, you will see this one here. This one here, we're talking about Ahmed Musa, we're talking about Omar Kokanu. So I've already discussed Ahmed Musa's NPFL career. So but when you look at productivity and when you look at the Super Eagles team, they always invite 27, 28 players. Only 11 will start and 5 will come off the bench. That's 16 out of 25, which means by default, 9 players are not going to play. 9, 10 players are not going to play. By default, by Super Eagles selection, 9, 10 players are not going to play. So why can't he be among the players that can't play?
With these few points of theirs, Tunde has been able to let us know that Ahmed Musa is bringing nothing to the squad, and Tosin has inadvertently just supported him.
What?
But what about you guys?